Hello, hello, hello. Greetings, beautiful souls. This is Alicia, Barney Matahari. We're doing a pick a card reading. We're coming off of Halloween, going into Scorpio season. So what's inspired me to do this reading is I keep hearing the song, I always feel like somebody's watching me and I get no privacy. So we are going to take a look at who's watching you. As you can see, we've got 3 piles here today. Pile number 1, we have got this gorgeous jasper bloodstone carved angel. Beautiful. There's lovely bits of red through it. That earthy. Pile number 2, we've got this delightful howlite crystal. And pile number 4, we've got a gorgeous raw black tourmaline. So decide which pile is for you. And I'm going to get started with pile number 1. So pile number 1, you chose this absolutely gorgeous bloodstone jasper angel, carved angel, and I believe it's from India. That's what they told me when I bought it. So who am I to doubt that? We'll put your your number 1 up here in case you forget or I forget. So, oh, gorgeous. You have got soul time, card number 40. The frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge. One that embraces the concept that while corporeal body is immortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. Very gorgeous. Very, very gorgeous. Oh, from the Rose Oracle deck, you've got the bloom. Creations realized, right time, harvest, celebrate. Love this deck. It's just so stunning. I love the artwork on it. We'll put it up here beside my new friend. Una, easy does it. Una, there is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. Beautiful. And you've got Libra, the balance. So that's reminding me of Lady Justice. Libra, the balance. Very nice. And of course, the 7th house. Relationships. Everything is relational. Duality. Duality. Polarity. All that good stuff. And we've got with Una here, we've got the dove of peace, which it looks like to me. And also we've got all of the colors, all of the chakras here, the rainbow. And she's got this stunning hair that's reminding me of, it's just falling down like golden, beautiful light that, you know, as that's falling over the earth like wheat fields almost. There's a real earthiness, like as above, so below, a real channeling of divine energies into Mother Gaia with this pile. So what I'm feeling for you, pile number 1, who's watching over you? I'm getting very much the law of 1. Pile 1, the law of 1. The cosmos. It's not exactly an entity or an energy. It's all entities and all energies as a one, as a collective are watching over you. If that makes sense. There's something in you, pile number 1, that has this extremely powerful innate knowing that you carry in your frequency, whether your brain is not aware of it because it's too hard to be aware of those things as human beings. So we just had the Wheel of Fortune come out for you, which doesn't surprise me at all. This is the Egyptian Brotherhood of the Light Tarot deck. And you've got light and dark here, which is interesting. So we've got that play again on polarity and duality. So I'm hearing Spock say the lives of the many outweigh the lives of the one. But there's that knowingness that they talked about here, is that while the body is the flesh is weak, while the body is mortal, the soul is timeless, the soul is limitless and infinite. Such gorgeous energy. My gosh, you've got the High Priestess, number 2. Whew. You've got the Empress. My goodness, 3 major arcana out to boot. And we talked about having, very earthy energy. And of course, the 2 and the 3 together. Wow. That's some big energy, pile number 1. You've got the 8 of Cups. You have got the Page of Swords. A lot of messages. Ace of Pentacles. You are not averse to receiving opportunities, to letting things pass that are not for you. Receiving messages from the divine, walking away from that which does not serve you, but doing it with love. It doesn't mean that you don't feel pain. I'm not talking about that. There's an innate knowingness that the flesh feels pain. We feel emotional pain in our bodies. We feel emotional pain in our minds. We feel emotional pain. Oh my gosh. You've got the Moon card. 18. The Hermit. Oh my gosh. The Hermit. You've literally the Devil. Okay. You've got 3 major arcana up here, and you've got 3 major arcana down here. And in the center, you've got messaging, the Page of Swords, like this dexterity with information, that you're able to receive the messages that you need to receive. You're able to hold in balance and in equanimity that which is true and that which is earthly and that which is divine. And as you walk through this earth, you're like I'm seeing somebody walking, and as they take a step, every time you take a step, you're anchoring further in. Not you are anchoring further in, but you're leaving an imprint of knowing. You're leaving an imprint of the law of one everywhere you go. You just carry this signature with you. And when you speak, when you talk, when you converse, when you interact with another, you are engaging in a transference of that information, whether or not, like on an energetic level, on a light code level, on an auric level, on a subconscious level, on a level of consciousness. It's like everybody is a walking, talking level of consciousness, obviously. And our brains are only so big, and our bodies are only so big, that we can filter only so much information through that tiny funnel. But you're able to have this awareness that yes, you're existing in this aspect, but that's only the drop in the ocean. That is you, that is everybody else, that is beyond. That is, the multiverse is looking over you. It's not just the universe is looking over you. It's like the multiverse, the infinite universes are looking over you, and you're looking over them. You just carry this innate knowing of. It's, again, all I can say is it's a frequency. It's like it's encoded in you, and it's encoded in all of us to a degree. But you've somehow unlocked it, and you're able to start over, and you're able to be in that equanimous energy. I'm not saying that you don't make mistakes. I'm not saying that you don't have lessons to learn. I'm not saying you probably actually got taken in quite a bit by people who, you know, didn't have that understanding and who thinks that there's something to win by, you know, enslaving other people or taking their choices away from them. And you're walking around going, well, why would I not just go within? And the moon is that, you know, we associate the moon with the mother and we associate the moon with femininity, and it is connected. But this is so much further beyond. Like, look, you've got moon energy, you've got empress energy, and you've got high priestess energy. So you've got a lot of feminine energy going on here, and you have this ability to this beingness, because that's what feminine energy is. That the yin energy is that the polarity is negativity versus polarity, both versus the positive polarity. So your frequency understands that. It's very, very interesting. You are literally a walking embodiment of what the pyramids are, of what those mystery schools taught. You're like literally, if you were to design, I'm getting the fifth element, if you were to design a supreme being where that information is encoded in their DNA and it was on slow release or time release or unlocked, and as you walk through the earth and as you engage with different people in this lifetime, and for many lifetimes, I'm sure, but I'm mostly talking about this lifetime at this time, like what you have, the layers of just in your DNA, in the crystals in your body, in the vapors that you speak, in the tone of your voice, and as you move, when you put your, you know, when you engage in certain, you know, sacred movements, and you know what I'm talking about. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, I feel very strong Temple of Isis, the Hathors, the Egyptian pantheon, but also the Essenes. It's Christ consciousness through technology, science, Aquarian, through learning, through all of the elements, through alchemy. It's really powerful and really, really beautiful. It's like you're an illustration of the soul. It's interesting. I was just watching that movie, What Dreams May Come. Oh my gosh, Robin Williams. And very, very sad story, but very beautifully done. And it's like as you're going through life, you're painting this beautifulness. And I think that, you know, there's one part in the movie where he's like trying to connect with his wife. And he's like, I'm here. And he's talking to her and she's writing and she's just, you know, this poor woman is like in so much grief that the idea that she could be connected to the love of her life, through not, you know, him being right in front of her, but through another means, it's too much for her to bear. And I feel like you carry this beautiful knowing, but it may be too much for people at times. So I know what I say in the cards. You will probably get a lot. You're having to walk away from a lot of. When I say things that don't serve you, keeping your energy pure. That is, we're all on the road to purity. Perfection is a direction. It's not a destination. You don't reach enlightenment and hang it on the wall. I'm hearing Bob Proctor say, I don't care if you're stuck at $50,000 or you're stuck at $1 million. Stuck is stuck. So you're in this knowing that the flesh is weak, that things in this life pass away. I'm hearing that, Harry Styles song, you can't bribe the doorway on your way to the sky. You look really good down here, but you ain't good. It's that constant knowing that your soul is the real value, that who you are is the real value. And you're really good at imparting that to others in a very compassionate way. It's all all densities, all dimensions, all realms are watching over you. And you're very protected. Like, I'm sure to be this bright and to be this powerful, you have a lot of eyes on you from the lower dimensions, where there is that propensity to split into light and dark before we get so close to source that it's not even a thing, because we have so much understanding that we all are one. I'm hearing resistance is futile. You might have come up against a few Borg type organisms. And when I'm talking about organisms, I'm talking about, like, you know, cliques maybe in high school, cliques in middle school, cliques in work, maybe family cliques in your communities. I feel like you might have come up across a lot of communities where they were like, you must assimilate, and you're like, why would I do that? We're all one. Why can't we just love each other and keep going, kind of thing. Your light is both revered and feared by many, pile number one. And you have this beautiful, beautiful protection. You have learned with this, you've overcome attachments for sure in this life. And I feel like many have tried to bind you, but you're not having any of it. You've always known that the light is within. You just know that all is divine. And if there's any advice or any confirmation that you need, I mean, you've got this, pile number one. Look at your 6 major arcana and a little story in the middle that just goes on repeat. Like, you just transmute the beauty of pain is a matter of sensation. That song Revenge, you don't hold on to anything, you transmute it. You're just like, why would I make myself sick by steeping in toxicity? And you keep going, and you keep learning the lessons, and you keep teaching by example. It's so gorgeous. There's a song, Everybody by Ingrid something. I'll link it in the everybody wants to love, and everybody wants to be loved. Like, you just know that. And just because people have tried to bind you, you're like, keep on running, keep on moving, keep it pushing. You're just, you're a garden unto yourself. The bloom. You're the sun, moon, and the stars. You're the 4 seasons. You're the springtime, you're the summertime, you're the fall, and you're the winter. And spring always follows winter. You're cyclical like the moon. You're in tune. Your energy is just so powerful and serene, and you are watched over by the entire cosmos. And if there's any advice, it's just to keep doing what you're doing. Keep maintaining your purity. And I don't mean, again, that doesn't mean that you're going to live like a nun and be in a hermit mode. No matter what you're doing in life, you purify, you serve, love, give, purify, meditate, realize. You're constantly transmuting, alchemizing, and things that we don't even have words for. You just do this, you know, I was going to say in your sleep, but like, isn't life being asleep? Probably when you go in your dreams, that's when you're kind of, you know, you're able to be free to like do your big work. Like, this is almost like your dream, I guess. And that's very Buddhist or very Zen. And I don't really know a lot about Buddhism, to be honest. I was raised Catholic, but I know more about the Indian pantheon than I do about any of the others, just from my yoga training. Your energy is beautiful, pile number one. That is who is watching over you, the entire cosmos, of which you are both a drop in the ocean and all of. Wow. Thank you for choosing to be here. Thank you for choosing to incarnate. Thank you for choosing to keep choosing to teach, learn, love, play, and be you. Okay, bye pile number one. I'm going to leave it there. Pile number two. You chose this gorgeous howlite crystal. I'll pop that up there and I'll put your number two on top of it. So pile number two, who is watching over you? You have got perception. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. Interesting. The child within. Oh, beautiful. Little baby in here. White Tara, sensitivity. The child within, inner mother, innocence, gentleness, tenderness. And White Tara, sensitivity. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. Interesting. Triangulum. Lovely. Okay, so pile number two. Number two. I don't know why I said it like that. With my lovely Irish accent, my big brogue. Pile number two. Who is watching over you? Well, straight away, I'm getting, not only is your inner child watching over you, all the inner childs. I'm hearing all the inner childs, as in child. Everyone's inner child is watching over you. And when I say everyone, I mean the people that you come into contact with, the people in your soul family, the people that you have yet to connect with, the ones that, you know, on a soul level, those that are, it's, I'm seeing kind of like, you know, baby boss, but a baby convention. And I'm seeing the sun from, I don't know if you had it over worldwide, but in the UK and in Ireland, they had the Teletubbies. And in the sun, there was like this little baby and this little baby laughing. But all, you make people's inner children, inner child feel very, very safe. Very, very loved, very, very held. I feel like you are my raised by spirit pile. You may have not had the easiest time as a young'un child. I'm getting like the little match girl and Cinderella. Like you're as an innocent, you were not honored and protected in the way that you would hope that somebody would honor and protect a little child. And due to the wounds done to the inner children of those around you and those that you meet on your path. But your inner child, I'm getting like part warrior, part Care Bear. I'm seeing them, you know, 3, 2, 1, stare as they, like the giant heart chakra, like their power comes from their kind of their heart chakra, solar plexus space, and they project whatever their gift is out into the world. So for you, I was inspired to use the Way of the Panda Tarot. You've got the King of Cups. You've got the Ace of Swords. Gorgeous. Strong masculine energy. 4 of Pentacles. Stability. 8 of Wands. I'm going to actually, because I want to be able to see what the cards are, so I'm going to go from bottom to top. King of Cups, Ace of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady, wins the race, the Hare and the Tortoise, 5 of Pentacles, oh. That's that little match girl energy. 2 of Pentacles. Aww. The need for balance and stability. 4 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. So I feel like you didn't have a lot of balance and stability when you were a little kid. And then you've got the King of Swords. So look, you've got 2 kings on the board. The King of Swords and the King of Cups. And Ace of Swords is giving Archangel Michael vibes. So you may not have had a strong, emotionally adept is the word I want to use. Caregivers around you, potentially but not necessarily in the male space. I love this King of Swords because they've got the feather and the sword, and it's reminding me of that ABBA song Chiquitita. You were always sure of yourself, now I see you've broken a feather. I hope we can patch it up together. I'm getting parentified for you very strongly. That your perception was really, you were gaslit a lot. Your perception was messed with. You were made to feel, like I get a lot of stuff was taken from you. In terms of, you know, you probably had really good karmas. You know, for example, let's say you went to the casino with your, I know it sounds weird, but let's say you went to, you know, like one of those fun fairs when you were younger, and you put your money in one of those, whatever you call them. We called them one-arm bandits in Ireland. And they're supposed to be over 18s. But I think, you know, back in the day, things were lax. But let's say you put your, you know, your 5 cent, your dime in, and you pulled whatever, and you won the jackpot. You might have been around the kind of, caregivers who were like, that's not fair, you're so lucky. And then they take your money and they put it back in and they lose all your winnings, even though it was yours in the first place, that kind of thing. That you had to kind of almost tend to them rather than being tended to, even though you were the child. I'm also getting 9 of Cups, that you were just very loving, and you had a lot of, like, that's centering your reading here. You had just, you know, wish fulfillment. No matter what, you were able to be in the energy of wish fulfillment, even with this kind of people taking from you and probably guilt tripping you for being in this energy and being like, you know, how dare you, you know, feel so good about yourself when you have nothing, and I've done everything in my power to make you feel as miserable as I do. You probably were someone, I get back to that part Care Bear thing. You probably thought, well, I can just, you know, if I just love them more, they will, you know, if I just love them more, they'll heal, or if I just love them more, they'll love me more. And with discernment, you realize that sometimes they hate you for that, and they hate on you for that. And you've had Archangel Michael protecting you since the beginning. You've had to become your own King of Cups. And see, in this King of Cups, he's wearing the crown. And it's a crown with rubies on it. We've got the butterfly here for transformation. And inside this beautiful golden cup, encrusted with rubies, is this gorgeous 1,000-petal lotus. And it is really about you recognizing, like, you learn to drink in your own goodness and not just hand it off to every person who just would be like, here for the light show, and run off with it. You know, you've got a lot of soul energy, and I'm getting very much like, look at all these shooting stars here. You have a lot of energy and power, and I get the feeling that people were, you know, you bring stability to every relationship that you're in, and you're full of unconditional love, but that would have been taken advantage of for you. And the people who did this to you, their inner child, all of these people, their inner child is recognizing you for showing them love, for making their inner child feel safe. Even though they were not able to honor you, and they were not able to honor your inner child, the inner child of those people, of your potential, anything from mean girls being people who just made you feel bad about yourself, who gaslit you, who kind of stole your lunch money kind of thing, figuratively speaking. But I feel like you really, because this would have happened in your formative years, it probably would have happened then in your friendships, in school, in your relationships as you got older. You do have a lot of clarity. You've always been guided by spirit. You've always listened to spirit. You've got Northern Lights here. That's reminding me of the Northern Lights. You're very, very spiritual. I'm getting Indigo Child for you, Crystal Child. You're very tapped into your soul family, to your star family, to your galactic family. Whether or not you remember it, you probably had a lot of interaction with them as a child. They really were and are there for you. And if you feel disconnected from them at all, they are ready, willing, and able. I'm getting a lot of music for you, pile number 2. I'm getting The Greatest Love of All. So that was George Benson. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. And I feel like that's you. I feel like you've been through the school of hard knocks more than a few times. I was listening to somebody the other day and they were like, oh yeah, you sign up for the ego deaths and you get a punch card, you get your 10th one for free. I feel like you're in the multiples of 10s, ego deaths for the, coming up against, I'm hearing that phrase, like you are the truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. You have seen the truth of who people have been to you over and over and over and over again. And it has definitely hurt your heart, but your heart is immutable. And you've been able to take the frequency. I'm hearing that, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Like you're not compatible with people who mistreat you anymore. You might have developed some kind of hypersensitivity in terms of, being a human lie detector, basically. People cannot BS you anymore because you know the signs. You can see as soon as somebody's testing the water. You can see as soon as somebody's sincere. You can just, I'm hearing that phrase, what is it? Iron sharpens iron. Like you've been through so much for so long by so many people, through so many different situations that I'm almost surprised the Hermit kind of didn't come out. I feel like you've had to do a lot alone, but you were never alone because your guides were always with you. And I'm hearing that song as well by Sia, Rainbow. I can see a rainbow in your tears as they fall on down. I can see your soul grow in the pain as they hit the ground. I can see a rainbow in your tears as the sun comes out. As the sun comes out. I feel like you've been really healing to a lot of people. And you have cried a lot of tears that a lot of people would not cry for their own selves. And you have helped a lot of people transmute their own pain. And the inner child of all of these people, the inner children of these people are coming through to really honor you for that. Their avatars, their people on this earth were not able to treat you with the reverence that is this. Like, look at this energy. It's so beautiful. It's like, why would you kick a puppy? That's basically what it was. But you were a puppy in terms of your lovingness and your innocence, but you're a fierce warrior, like incredibly compassionate, awakening. You awaken people. Know who you are. DNA activation. Like you've always known who you are, and you're like, I think you were blindsided a lot because you were just like, why are people acting like this? Because you just wouldn't, dolphin baby. Aw. Because you just wouldn't. You've got 2-2, and you're 2-2-2. Lemurian origin, flow, timeless, adaptable, free. Take your time. Absolutely gorgeous. And the song Jesus to a Child by George Michael is also coming through. Ether and matter. Really gorgeous. And you've got the double infinity here. Spiritualized matter, new life, sparkles, bedding in the light. Like, you're just this incredibly beautiful light being, so lovable. And it really irritates some people. Like, you know, when you see vampires, like, vampires cannot go out in the sun. They get burned by the sun in the traditional lore. They have to operate by night. And you were like this, you were this walking sun. So it's not that you irritate their demons, it's just that you irritate them. They're too, like, you're just so bright and so pure that, like, you reflect back what their shadow self, and their shadow self is not their darkness, it's the light that they can't live up to because of their fear. You reflect back. You're so courageous, pile number 2. You're so courageous. Braveheart. That's who's watching you. All of the inner children of the people that you have been loving and being kind to. And that's a lot. That's just how you roll. I'm going to leave it there, pile number 2. I love you very much. Thank you for stopping by. And I hope to see you at another reading. Number 3, you chose this gorgeous tourmaline, black tourmaline. I'll just pop it up here, and your number 3 here. Alrighty, so you have realization. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in the world. Gorgeous. The anointed. Woo! Answer the call, leadership, empowerment, soul gift. Wow. So beautiful. Freya, bold. Unleash your adventurous side. Take risks and be daring. And then you've got Cepheus, king of Joppa. All right, pile number 3. Who is watching over you? Who is watching over my pile number 3s? 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 I am getting for you pile number 3. The Divine Feminine is watching over you. And this could be linked to pile number 1 in a way, because what I'm getting for you is it's the entire the entire Divine Feminine, if that makes sense. So what I'm kind of getting for you is that, you know how we think of the moon as being masculine, as being the divine masculine. I mean, I'm sorry. We think of the sun as being the divine masculine, and then we think of the moon as being the divine feminine. But I guess the opposite of the divine feminine is not really the moon. The moon is just kind of a representation. Yeah, the moon is yin to the sun, but really the divine feminine is all that negative polarity. It's the entirety of yin. So basically yin is watching over you. Pile number 3. And kind of what I mean by that, it's all the heavy hitters, like but coming through the perspective, or coming through the aspect of the divine feminine. I'm talking Hathors, I'm talking Isis, I'm talking Saraswati, Kali, and Lakshmi. I'm talking all the Celtic goddesses. I'm talking I'm even talking Krishna and Jesus, but through kind of a divine feminine lens is kind of what I want to say. I hope that makes sense. I know it's kind of a little bit all over the place. It's kind of like the space for which to put the words on. That's what's coming. It's kind of almost potential and creation, but yet not quite created, but yet also created, because everything is divine. I know I'm not making a lot of sense. I'm so sorry. Well, we've got judgment up first. Oh my gosh. Judgment. Oh my gosh. And temperance. Oh my gosh. And the emperor. Wow. Pile number. We've got the 2 of swords. Pile number 3. I can't even with this. We've got some powerful energy out tonight. Because it's evening time when I'm recording this, and normally I record during the day. But, you know, things be a-changing, so this could be an evening time thing for me now. You've got the Ace of Wands centering your reading. Holy moly. You've got Lady Justice above the Emperor. The Queen of Swords. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And the World. Oh my gosh. I can't breathe. Oh, who are you, pile number 3? And you've got the King of Swords. So you've got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, a divine pair anchoring like atop your reading. You have got Judgment, Justice, and Temperance. You are equanimous. You are you can, we've got, what is it, Moon in, I think this is Moon in Libra, but I'm not 100% sure, I can't remember. She is the 2 swords. I'm not getting even a little bit. She's just, from this card I'm getting, try me. Just try me. I might be blindfolded and I might be sitting with my heart blocked, but just try me. Oh my God. I've got, you've been hella mean girls. That's one thing. You have been hella mean girls. You have suffered from an immense amount of jealousy and envy. I am getting that you're absolutely beautiful, inside and out, whether you're male or female. You just have, and whether you're beauty, I was going to say conventional or unconventional, but what does that even mean? Like, who decides what's fashionable? It doesn't make any sense. You know, we had HEROIN chic back in the day, and then we had, you know, more recently like the butt implants and all that kind of stuff, and Fillerville and all that kind of stuff. What I'm getting from, they've all been around you, all these beautiful, heavy-hitting goddesses. They've come through very strongly in feminine goddess form, particularly around you, and that's who's coming through right now to say that they're watching over you. They're like, first of all, your energy is like, just try me, Fafo. But they're also going, just try and mess with my person, with my pile number 3. Just try it, because you will have judgment rain upon you. You will be tempered out one way or the other. And you will see the scales of justice balance, irrespective of how you try to hide from the truth, or if you try to ram your way instead of the way, and the way being the law of one, the way being honoring the free will of the other, the way being living in truth. I mean, look, we've got the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, the Two of Swords. I feel like people have really tried to hide the truth from you, because they know how powerful you are. You're literally this magician. And they couldn't get away with lying to you per se, in like straight up. They couldn't get, what I mean is they couldn't get you, because you're so pure, because you're so in alignment with the truth. They couldn't get you to go along with something that's not in alignment with the divine, or not in your best interest, or to harm another without lying to you. So that's why I think people have tried to hide the truth from you. Not only the truth of who you are, but the truth of who other people are. And like I said, mean girls you a lot. These goddesses are circling around you, and they're going, thank you for your service. They're like, did you see what we did? Did you see, because that phrase, spirit wastes nothing. The envy and the jealousy, I'm getting that, the law of one, teach, learn. So long as you teach one person in all of those situations where you've gone through being mean girled over and over and over again, you have left a footprint. You've changed, your interaction with people has changed them. You may not see the results of it, but it's like if you teach one person and they realize their karma. Like, you're kind of walking karma to people. If they mistreat you, their karma comes in a very, they know on some level, whether or not they're able to look at it directly, they know on some level it's because of how they have mistreated you. And I don't know how to explain it, that there's a knowing in their frequency when they interact. We had this in Pile 1 a bit. The way it's kind of being explained to me is that it's not that you're so much better than anyone else, and you're a chosen one. We're all chosen and we all choose ourselves. But there's something literally in your frequency that when people come against you, that somewhere it activates something in their own frequency, where on some level they actually know it's what they did to you, and they start to understand karma. You're like a teacher of karma. And I'm getting very strong Kali vibes as well. Because Kali is she's the goddess of like time and space. But as well as that, I'm also getting very strong Lakshmi and Saraswati vibes for you. So you've got the creativity and the wisdom, but you've also got the abundance. So you are the whole tarot. Look, you've got the world here as well. You've been able to really turn the wheel of fortune in people's lives, whether they wanted it or not. Coming into contact with you has a karmic impact on people, and that's kind of what I mean by walking karma. I hope that makes sense, at least to some degree. I'm hearing for you, pile number 1, or pile number 3, I'm sorry. I don't know if you know it, but that Nicki Minaj song, Chun-Li, I'm hearing that part where she says, oh, I get it. They're painting me out to be the bad guy. Well, it's the last time you're going to see a bad guy do the rap game like me. They need rappers like me. They need rappers like me so they can get on their effing keyboards and make me the bad guy, Chun-Li. Oh my God. Oh my God. But, you know, you're being airlifted out is what I'm being told. You might have had to go through a lot of, it's not that your life is going to be perfect from here on out, but you, again, I'm hearing thank you for your service. You have done so much for so many, and we're at a really critical time. And if you watch anything astrologically that's been happening over the last couple of years, you understand, like, look at all the stuff that's coming onto mainstream media that's been talked about that was never talked about before. All the stuff about, you know, the extraterrestrials and galactic technology and AI and all that kind of stuff, and the things that are coming to light about, you know, things that have been going on for years and years and years in the money sector, in the Hollywood sector, in the entertainment sector. Like, a lot of what was just, we were expected to take as truth, people are like, hang on a minute. And then with so much fake news now, like, everyone has access to AI, everyone has access to make videos. With all that fake news, you have to be discerning. You have to filter everything through your own truth. You cannot rely on the word of another. You have to be able to develop relationships, and you have to be able to tell whether over time, I think the Knight of Pentacles came out in the last pile, but it's reminding me of, like, you have to be able to have, over time, you have to be able to see how people behave in their relationship with you over time, and does that match up with their words, or are they gaslighting you? And you have to be able to feel that through your body and what is happening, and you have to be able to give yourself the justice to walk away if that's what the level of fuckery calls for. You're the emperor in your own life. You have to alchemize your own energy. You don't need to be around people who are literally pouring poison into your auric field through, you know, their own toxicity, their own toxic beliefs, their own toxic substances, the behaviors that they engage in, like gossip and lying and, you know, mistruthing. I'm hearing that song, These Boots Are Made for Walking. You keep lying when you ought to be truthing. You keep saying when you ought to be changing. It's the lyrics of that are pretty good. I like that. You don't have to do anything. Just keep doing what you're doing is what I'm getting. These goddesses have got you. Hecate, Kali, Freya, I mean, Persephone, you name it. They're all on board. Athena, Pallas Athena. There's wisdom. There is love. There is nurturing. They've got you, but it doesn't mean that you just get to either sit on your sofa either. You've done a lot. It's like, keep doing you. Don't change who you are. Keep being you, and you have got them in the background. I'm hearing that bridge over troubled waters. Sail on, silver girl, sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. So you've been through some rocky stuff, and you've had people with questionable intentions, to say the least. And probably been blacklisted and outright like bullied. And still you rise. and still you rise, pile number 3. Your energy is just really powerful, really beautiful. You've been a target for sure. But look at all the major arcana that are out for you too. We've had a lot of major arcana out tonight for all 3 piles actually. All 3 piles could be connected, to be quite honest. We've got some powerful hitters in this week collective. And if none of this resonates with you, you either need to pick another pile, or you're dealing with somebody who this does resonate for, and you know who that is. And if you effed around, know you're going to find out if you're cross-watching. And look to them as being an inspiration. Like, you know, I'm hearing that quote from Vanilla Sky, where Penelope Cruz says, every passing moment is another chance to turn it all around. Integration. Oh, gorgeous. Forgive self, forgive self and others. Reunion. Let go of defenses. Open the door. And I love that there's 2 little turtles here, and then you've got this, you know, you've got these crystalline people, and then this crystal portal. You've got the, you know, you've got the doves here, and you've got the rainbow here, and the orb up here. Gorgeous. Blessing. Honor all life. Exchange of joy without karma or sacrifice. That's you, pile number 3. Universe. Metatron. Wholeness. Commune with all life. Micro, macro, cosm. So gorgeous, pile number 3. Look, I'm really happy to have you here. I'm more than happy that you incarnated at this time. There's a lot of craziness happening in the world, and the world is probably not appreciative enough of you. And I want you to know that I love you very much. And I hope to see you again at another reading, and keep up the good work. And all your mamas, they here for you. Okay. Bye, pile number 3.